No, do you know why? Because there's a lot of streets. There's a lot of people on them streets.
There's a lot of countries.
There's a lot of countries with a lot of streets.
Cities, there's a lot of towns.
Yeah, you're not. When you say whenever you hear somebody say that, they don't define like a region of streets. They just say the streets. People in Tel Aviv have streets. People in Sydney have streets, and there are people on all these streets.
I know.
She's for all those people of all those streets.
Maybe she's a road sweeper.
She hits the streets.
Picks up the dust.
She cleans up well.
Maybe she has good suction. I don't know.
Hey.
Is that my first? Oh, sorry.
There it is.
Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is.
Is it because she's got
there it is.
She's got active thing that catches all the dust in the street.
Yeah.
So it's just always active.
Yeah.
Especially early morning.
Especially early morning.
Do the whole stroll.
Oh God.
That's funny.
Well, hi guys.
Hi.
Well, let's have something to say to everybody today.
Oh, okay.
This is episode 107 of the Different Strokes podcast. Oh, with me, Quesadilla Small. Sorry, I'm Clarice isn't here this week, so I'm filling in.
Oh my gosh.
I was feeling.
Woo, Mama Bear.
This is gonna be fun.
So yeah, basically, yeah. Who do we have in the building?
Mr. Oh. Hey. Ho.
Who you gonna? Ho.
It's for the streets.
And then we also have
Philippa.
back again with a bang. Welcome back, Phil. My bestie, my babe.
With a bang, you know.
I'm excited to
She's
be here.
banging at somebody who's
Are you excited to be here?
speaking her name, innit?
We're
She's back
excited
with
to have
a
you
bang,
here.
bang in that chair. You see it? Yeah. I know, that's good.
Can you, is it,
Bang. Yo, where you at,
hear
son?
the banging?
Where you at? You ain't even here. Bitch ass.
Bitch ass trick.
Where you at? I came here with the bang. Where you at?
Scared of the smoke.
Oh, sniper ass. Where you at?
handsome lad in front of me, introduce yourself.
He knows his land.
Nah. 2 drinks.
And drinks. How are you today, sir?
I'm alright, you know. I had a good weekend.
Success. I feel like it's the first
I got a
time
question
in
to
while.
ask you for starters. Did you get a pedicure or a manicure?
Yes, I did.
Because I did 2 over the weekend.
Oh, first one.
No. I've had one in a different country, but I had the first one in over there.
Alright, so
let's
we're all
talk.
gonna agree the next one we're gonna do it together, yeah?
Yeah, I had the back massage thing on the chair as well.
I
Oh,
love it.
Oh my lord.
oh, you strong.
It was
Ooh.
doing that thing where it was going like.
Yeah, I was just like, ooh, oh, baby girl.
I was the other day actually, and there was them things that you
ask that
could
chair
add
out.
onto the back of the
Yeah. What's your name?
What you doing?
And it was just doing this.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's
But
actually
I'm
quite
sitting in
nice.
Costco like this because they had the demonstrating ones, and then it was just heavy.
I fell in love.
Because you've never actually.
Not
You
the
never
back.
had a pedicure?
I've had a pedicure before.
Oh, but you never had the massage
Oh,
chair
not with the
thing.
massage
Mine
chair. That was
the very first time ever.
Having a pedi?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're like a virgin.
Oh, she
Yeah,
dipped my feet in, dip one out,
so
and
do-
then.
So
Did she do the
cut your
hot towel
toenails and stuff
treatment?
yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
Put the warm towel and.
Yeah.
You didn't cut your
I'm
toenails.
from the era of like before you had scissors, like you use the blade on your
okay.
fingers.
You bladed them toes.
Yeah. So to go into a shop and walk past women and they looking at me like, bro, you lost, or like the waiting section's over there. And I was like, no. And I sat in the chair.
Toes are bleeding.
And as I sat,
Be like, oh, they're not bleeding.
Shit.
Is that no?
oh my god!
Did they use the scraper thing on your
They
foot?
brought out.
They're probably
they
there.
brought- no,
They're probably there for
was
days.
It was like
They put the
a
calories
tray.
in.
Cheese grater.
They brought out a tray, and I swear I recognise more things for the kitchen than for feet.
But your foot wasn't that dry. though.
nah,
Yeah, I
it wasn't
find
bad.
most men's
foot bottom isn't as hard as females because we wear flip flops and we walk around barefoot. Men usually wear socks, so it's more softer. Or is yours? Do you walk around barefoot? Is your foot quite dry?
Look like I spent 6 months at home, you know, walking around barefoot at home. So, you know, it's a bit of work. And it was my first. Oh, man. They put my foot in the water.
Oh, yeah.
He rubbed the thing on my feet. Yeah, who's the guy?
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the thing is...
Was he gentle?
No, he was very smart. He was one of two guys who were like the expert guys. So if you get those two guys on your foot...
Specialist foot bottoms?
Yeah. Oh,
sometimes the men
Lord.
are better. It depends. Like when I get my nails done, sometimes certain places I go, I prefer the male to do it because he does one shop in particular. He does it so good. Not all the time, not every shop, but yeah.
Did you get your nails done as well?
That was next.
You didn't want to do that one.
It's when she pushed up in here, I was just like...
She went in, no, because
Push up in there.
In the cuticles.
they went into the cuticles. And
Yeah,
then
the cuticles. And then she snipped...
They brought these little things like...
Scissors.
Yeah, and she did...
And they were just cutting the white bits off. I
This
was
is
like,
so cute. That,
what?
Like,
Yeah,
obviously
it
this
is.
is
What?
the thing, but you're just like, oh my gosh, she brought out all these utensils and gadgets. It's like,
She did.
this is life.
She went to-
then
she
they
went to
rubbed my feet
work.
And they put my feet back in the water and they pulled it out and they
Did she
pulled
do
it.
that?
They brought...
In the
He brought
wilder.
out the clay.
The clay?
I got the clay thing.
What's the clay treatment?
See?
It's kind of the same as like the hot towel, but did you finish with the clay? So it's like it's a clay treatment. It's similar to the hot towel. It's just basically a
never
finish.
had that, I don't
Soften
think.
your foot, like to extra soften your foot. Yeah, I think I've done.
How much was your
once.
pedi? You had luxury one.
No, because they do pedicure.
Yeah, because I ain't
They
had that
do
before.
express pedicure and they'll do luxury
Express?
You
pedicure.
must have had
Luxury.
I was treated.
Oh, nice. So you don't know how much it cost.
Care to share?
I was treated.
I think I'm going to get one done like
Everywhere.
one every maybe third month.
Two or every one.
Yeah,
Once every 2 to 3
yeah,
months.
2 to 3.
I was going to say that.
Because I would never
Once-
want to do
But
it.
you can maintain
one
it
or
at home if you get like foot scrub. You don't want to do
It's
that
not
now.
hard. Just in the shower, just quickly.
And don't you
scrub it and
get a
done.
nail file down your toetoenails?
Yeah, but then
You just let your toenails grow.
No, I cut them. That's it.
That's great.
No.
Ooh, alright, question. When you cut your fingernails,
I was going to say something really wrong there, but yeah.
when you cut your fingernails, do you file them after?
No.
You're
just a
you're
woman.
like
You
a
should do.
Neanderthal, dog.
I'm Wolverine out here,
Well,
man.
even I do that.
So
Aren't they sharp?
done.
Yeah, but what am I really... Who am I touching?
Yourself?
Just
Not
your-
yourself. I mean, like,
Like,
if you, I don't, you know what I mean.
I wonder what them
I don't
marks
know, when
were.
You're creaming your skin or something.
Can you cut yourself?
No, I don't know. What? Yeah, then after that felt good though. I can't lie. That was a pamper day. That was really nice.
Gorgeous. It's such a good feeling. Your feet feel so soft afterwards.
like a princess.
You never realize, wow, I never knew that my foot could feel this soft.
Yeah.
You
Salt.
should try a facial. Have you had a facial?
I've had a facial. That's
Yeah, those are nice.
they go to work. Yeah, and then they do the beard as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
It's like
Oh, that
Massage it
no,
in your
I'm not-
skin.
I'm one of those.
You know, had a facial.
I know.
I think you
I
like
was
them.
where my mind was. I was like, yeah, they go to work.
on the face.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Are we switch roles or something?
I don't know.
'Cause I'm clean-minded
He was
right now.
Yeah, facial. Like, is it? They go to work on the face.
I've never had a.
Do you, boo?
Yeah, I've never had a facial like that. No, sorry.
He has.
I'm just remembering
He's
the
there.
last- I'm just remembering the
He's
last.
there.
My beard felt so soft.
What, wet patches?
No, not patches, man. We don't do patches over here.
I just a bit soaked the bed.
Holes there.
Have you ever had that? Like, just soak out the bed. And you're just like, it's my mattress!
Speak up, speak into the mic.
Yeah.
Soak out the bed.
But the problem is, because
Why are you doing that with
I
hands?
like my face out. So when you're doing that and you're putting the
So this
hands,
is what kind of facial you're talking about. That was a bit.
I was here.
This went over my head.
I see, I wasn't there, Philip.
confused.
I wasn't there.
I was talking about the normal.
He
Facial.
was there before anyone
I
realised.
was there. I didn't mean to be there, but
He just had the
I heard
facial,
it. I heard
And
it.
he went, no, not that kind of facial. And that's
So with the thigh is there.
Yeah.
So are you suffocated though, or can you
A
breathe?
little bit. Well, it depends.
Is it
No.
slurp and then
No,
and then back to work?
You
Or is
gotta,
it?
you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. You gotta,
Wait, there's
like in the
tactics?
safe. No, you
Yeah,
gotta,
it's tactics, man. You gotta breathe.
you slide.
Oh, so you munch and then
Well, it's kind of basic. Right here to here.
Wait, what? So you just let her slide down your face? That's what you call in a facial.
Well, no, because then
After
In your
the
face?
facial.
you get a shower in your face.
It's different.
it's like it's the equivalent.
Wait,
of,
is that like a golden?
Of J-Lo. What's the music video? She
It's a
puts
champagne
Jay-
victory.
Is that a golden shower then?
But
It's
do
a
you like it?
No.
Well, some pee comes out when a woman.
That's not a golden shower. A golden shower is when you intentionally do... I don't want to talk about this.
Let's be I'm doing something.
When you're intentionally peeing.
Let's be I'm doing something, right?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, and then after that, I went go karting, which was fun, mega fun.
Oh, I still like go-kart the other time.
We need a group. We need a group though.
Well, maybe that can be go-karting, but also I was going to say we need to do the fish pedicure together.
I want to do that.
Yeah, I want to do
wanna
that. I want to do
I
that.
want to do that.
You didn't like it last time, did you?
Cried.
Is it ticklish? You cried.
It hurt.
Are you a
Or
crier?
My,
Was it just the fear of being?
yeah. Cry about everything.
Was it just the fear of?
No, what? I just didn't like the feeling. It was just a weird
it like-
sensation. I didn't like.
Like a little pinch.
It's not even a
don't feel
feeling.
it.
It's just
don't feel
weird.
that. I liked it.
For me, it was the anxiety of actually putting my foot in, knowing that there was
Things
these
going
fishes that were
to
going to
eat.
bite my foot.
We've actually got a video, and I can't
Yeah.
remember where that is, and I can't remember who's
I
next
think
to
I
you.
had
You was
a tear
crying?
come down. Not like proper crying.
Yeah,
I think
but-
I was just like, oh,
Scared.
I think I
You were
like
building
this.
it up, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to feel the sensation.
It feels nice. It's relaxing still.
I
Like, once
find
you
it
put your
weird.
feet
I
in, you
find
just-
it a weird.
It is a weird thing to do.
Are you
It's a
ticklish
weird
on your
thing
foot?
to see.
I can, yeah, because when the woman was doing the thing on my foot, I
I'm
was
ticklish on
just
my
like,
foot,
hey,
but I
hey
don't
now,
feel it. I don't remember that being ticklish.
hey yo, that's my.
I don't even think it made
my
your
spot.
foot bottom feel softer.
I can't remember.
They're meant to eat like all the dead skin and stuff, but
But how do
you
they know
don't
what?
have that
How do
much
they know
dead
what
skin,
dead
it's
skin is though?
I don't know. They might just.
Maybe you should ask the fish.
Well trained.
Just ask the fish. My God.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So, y'all had good weekends.
Oh, I had a great
How was
weekend.
your Phil?
What did I do on the weekend?
What did you two do then?
I don't think we did much. I think. Oh, we went to the park on Saturday because it was my niece's nephew's birthday, so it was just a little family day in the park, and Kay came with us. And Sunday, I think literally I was in the house all day. I went to my parents' house, had some dinner, and literally that was it. It was a bit of a waste of a Sunday. We went gym.
Oh, yeah, that's
Went to a gym class, but yeah, it was a bit of a waste of a weekend considering the sun was. I actually went to dinner on Saturday night as well. What about that? Yeah, we went.
After the park, we, was
Yeah,
like,
we
oh,
went.
hungry,
We went to
eat.
Pizza East. Have you been? It's really good
I've heard of
pizza.
it.
It's on. It's opposite Box Park in Shoreditch.
So you use like in my ends and don't holler.
Yeah, we could have.
Wow.
You know,
but
you know,
was-
this
you
is
was- you was getting
disrespectful.
pedicure and going go-kart,
That was on
that's why.
Saturday, darling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
it
is
is.
Saturday night.
Yeah, but you didn't know.
I did.
We lie, bro.
I did.
I don't tell you my business like that.
I knew. You was getting a pedicure.
Such a liar, man.
But yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
In my area, you know. Wait, is it the one on the corner? And you go
Yeah,
downstairs?
right on, yeah.
You know you've got, what,
Yeah, I know where it is.
35
I know where it
It's
is.
near his house. Wow.
Next time
So
we
it's
go there, we'll not
$30.
Yeah,
see you.
And then
just
there's
don't chat to me, man. Chat.
It's cold out here.
In my ends. In the streets, indeed.
We'll invite you next time if we go there. But it was Kay's first time going there, and I think I did a good job of recommending because it's really good.
To be honest, any restaurant
You know,
you've recommended, I've loved. So.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's authentic. Like,
There is another
Authentic
pizza place in,
pizza.
but it's close to Hoxton Square. It's really nice.
what's it called?
I can't remember the name, but it's opposite Breakfast Club.
Is it Pizza
Oh, I
Pilgrims?
do love a good breakfast club.
Maybe.
This girl.
I don't know.
Most authentic pizza place.
Don't know. I'm bad with names.
Because I think there's a Pizza
In
Pilgrims.
London. So, yeah.
How,
I'm fine.
how are you guys? I did actually say, how are you?
I did ask how's your weekend.
I'm fine. Something really funny happened to me. I jumped off of a call. I think it was yesterday before at work, and someone had really like pissed me off, and I was like, "Why don't you fucking do it, you slag?" But I wasn't sure if the call had ended before I said it, or if I was, and I was I was contemplating about it for so long, and then the next day on the call, I was like, did anybody hear what I was trying to say at the end of the last call? And they was like, everyone was like, no. But I literally got so angry. I'd called someone a full-on slag. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna lose control. And I was like, I can't remember.
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah, I was like, I can't remember if I even muted, if the call ended.
We
and
heard
I
that.
said it just word vomit. That was funny.
Okay.
Apart from that, I like my job.
How long you been in now?
March, so it's gone over 3 months. Yeah. Oh yeah, apart from probation, obviously. This is my 4th month.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I have a question for y'all to kick start us off.
Where you go?
What have I got? Okay, so is there a time limit to when partners should move in together? And what is your take on couples living separately? And I mean in the sense of that you've probably been together for X amount of time, like let's say 5 years, maybe more, and you're still living separately, potentially in separate houses and have children, you know.
And
Children?
And have children.
There's
Oh, you've got children.
So let's say, obviously,
Or you're having
it's
children.
kind of 2 questions in one. So it's what's your take on?
Let's start with the first one.
So the first one
Time
was
limit of moving in together.
yeah.
There is no time limit.
I don't.
It's when
Yeah.
feeling's
You're
right.
both ready. You both
When
talk
you
about
want
it. You
to.
both discuss
There's
it. you
never,
sort it
yeah,
out.
that's
Yeah, feel like she's ready.
yeah.
It's never.
Or when you get to a point where it's like you're constantly with each other, you might as well live with each other
Yeah.
anyway. It's convenient.
Where you obviously
Some people do it for financial reasons. It's cheaper if you live together, so you might as well.
yeah.
But I don't know anyone that's had a specific time limit.
That's the classic reason. Like, what's the point of paying two
Yeah,
loads of
and
rent? What's
you're
the point of paying
together
2 mortgages?
all
Blah
the
blah
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
that money can go towards a holiday.
But also,
Where the butt is,
people
that's-
just like to be comfortable. Some people aren't comfortable living under someone else.
Because
or,
then
you
you see their bad habits.
Right. Some people
that's
just
where the
like to
next
keep
question
their
comes in.
living lives separate. And that's becoming more of a thing. Again, I think these days where more and more people are caring
Millennials are doing that
and
more.
just being honest about what they think, what they really feel, their mental health, their anxieties, stuff like that. It's opening about an honesty on a level of, yeah, you know what, I do love you. We have been together for 2 years, but I don't want to live with you. Still love you though.
I mean,
I don't want to live with you.
I mean, I've been in a situation where we were together for probably about maybe about 5 months, and it just made sense for her to live with me
To just move in.
because she was literally there all the time, and her workplace is literally around the corner from mine.
If
so
you're
it's
there
just,
all the time, then it makes sense. And if you like, you know, you love that person so much and you want to be around them every day, then you might as well. I mean, it's kind of no brainer, no?
yeah.
But
But then if it's someone that
Or
irritates
if
me,
you like your space, then obviously don't
I love my
move in
space.
because I like my space too.
that's the other side of it.
That's the
But I
flip
think
side.
But then-
if it's a
I like my
relationship though,
space.
it's like that's the natural
But-
next step.
yeah.
usually
But then
for most
obviously,
people.
if you two know each other or know each other well
Yeah,
enough,
exactly. Yeah,
you know when you can give your partner space. Like,
Yeah, and obviously you're not. If you know that you like your space, like I like my space, I'm not gonna go and move into a tiny 1-bed flat where I have to be on top of you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure that
well,
there's a living room space and there's
well,
a kitchen space and you know I've got a bedroom and maybe there's another room for him if he doesn't want to have a man room
at
or
least,
something. I don't know.
I want you around, but just not
you can stay in that.
around me.
Yeah, but you know, like sometimes you might want to watch a show and he wants to watch a show. You know, like if you haven't
Yeah,
got
so
like
you can.
a living room, then you've got to be in the bedroom together all the time watching that one show. Whereas
Yeah.
if you've got a living room and a bedroom, like if he wanted to watch football, he can watch football and I can go and watch Housewives
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a different room.
But I've been in a situation where that works. Like literally,
Yeah.
you've got your program, I got mine. You can go
Yeah.
here, I can go here.
That's where that next question ties into place as well about the whole living separate things. There are couples that might prefer that well, I know of that live separate, and it's not a thing where it's just how their setup has been, and then also kids get involved, and then it's like you still obviously they still have their 2 separate households with.
I know some people that do that,
some
and it's
people
worked for
do
them.
that.
It's worked
And
for
I
them.
think I was thinking about this because obviously I'm thinking about like my life, or I'm not really watching other people, but I'm just thinking, what would I really want to do, and would I be that kind of person that does the same thing? But I think until I'm in that situation. And if that,
You won't know.
yeah, I feel like
But you can,
those are the kind of things that naturally happen.
Have an idea of what you want, because I know
Yeah,
if I'm in a relationship and I'm expecting children, there's no way we can live separate because I need help. So why would
true.
you?
But this is my take.
Why would I be struggling at night time and you're at home sleeping in
On
your
the
own
PlayStation,
home?
just
That
like-
doesn't make
You
sense.
know what I think is scary?
I wouldn't do that.
I
You
was
can
having
have your own
this
home though,
discussion.
See that?
but you can
Did
still
see that parent
live
privilege?
with me.
How
You
gonna
can
live,
still.
How you gonna live away from me? I need help.
But
No, it's true because
help,
imagine
I
like-
get it.
Parent privilege.
No, I was saying this literally yesterday or the day before. I was saying,
Help
imagine we've just had a child
Me.
together, and let's say we was not living together, we was living in our separate houses, and obviously in the time that I've got pregnant, had the baby, we still have our own places, but you know we're probably at each other's. Now with babies, the first 6 months. Number one, it's important for me to get help, but it's important for you to obviously bond with your child. And
Yeah.
there might be certain things like maybe the baby's 2 now, and there's certain things that you might be missing out on. You could be there every day, but you're not.
I don't
there
see how
do
you
know what I
can-
mean? It's
I'm not saying families don't do it, but I feel like if
Families
you're
do.
together in a relationship, your family should be in the same household. That's just my opinion. I don't see
I'm
why
brought
you
up-
would want
I'm brought
to.
up that way, so yeah.
Why
And
would
I'm
dad
brought-
be
I'm
living
brought that
elsewhere
way.
from the kids and the mum just because he?
I do genuinely
wants his
think
own
it might be
space.
on how people brought up as well. Because if people brought up where, you know, they're in a household where it wouldn't not necessarily say they've got an absent parent, but their parents both didn't live in the same household, but their parents parented them. Sometimes people might be more open to that in their lives. Whereas me, I'm not a 100% traditional person, but I do ideally want to live and bring my children up in the same household as their father if we're together.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see it any other way. The only difference where that wouldn't happen with me is if I was in a situation where it just naturally glided, like we're still living separate and we're in a situation where it works for us. I'm not saying that's something that I would
So
do.
where would the kids live?
Let's say hypothetically I'm living in my house, you know, my partner comes over often, blah blah blah, and now we've just had a child, and our living situation is still basically like that, and he might be over every single day. To me, it will be a thing with, well, why aren't we living together? Or from time I was pregnant, that's already going to be in my mind.
But
This is
does
what
it
we need to
naturally
do.
mean the kids will live with you?
Well, yeah, it naturally means, well, I'm the mum.
No, but I'm just saying, the dad might want to have the kids
So?
full time too.
No, but if the dad wants to take the children, that's fine. But it's like,
No, but he might want them to be
he
under
wants
his
to
roof.
To live.
But
with
then-
So
you.
then what happens?
but then if they want us to live together,
No, he don't want to
no,
live with you.
Forget
he wants
you.
The kids under his roof.
Forget you.
oh,
So then what do you do?
Yeah. Bun you.
You might wanna be with his
you,
kids every day.
you call me for visitation. How about that?
you
Yeah,
want
but
to
How
see
about
your
that?
kids every day.
Some dads want to be with their kids every day.
No, that's a good thing. But you want to be with your kids every day. I want to be with my kids every day.
That's for your business.
I'm happy to live with you,
Yeah.
but you don't live with me, so I must give you
Listen.
what you want. We have to come to a compromise on
Call
that.
me
We'll
a
have
few
to
days in
discuss it.
advance to let me know when you would like to see the children, yeah?
No, listen,
You think that ice, I
Listen,
can't. You
listen.
think that
Oh,
ice, I
jeez.
can't take.
you know what? You know what? Me personally, I just know I wouldn't want to do that because, not because I'm the mum, but I have lived to have children, so I want to have my children with me. I get it that, you know, their father would equally want the same thing, but I'm not gonna be like, yeah, the kids can live with you and I'll take them whenever. I'm not that type of person, and I don't think I would when I'm a parent. I wouldn't be that type of person. So we'd have to compromise. And obviously, like, if that was me and my partner now, he knows the kind of person I am, so that kind of probably wouldn't be a thing where he'd be like, no, I'll have full custody, you can take the like.
Yeah, but
We're
regardless of
babes,
what,
we're together. Like,
regardless of whatever he knows of you, in a situation where the relationship is broken down and you guys are sorting everything out, he won't care about what it is that you want or how much he knows what you want, because it'll be about what he wants to.
no, it's true. If the relationship popped down, then that's a whole different scenario. But my original thing was like couples that are actually together and they have this living situation, and sometimes it works for them, and you know, kudos to them. But I just don't know if I wouldn't plan to live like that. If I did, it would have been something that ended up that way, and it wouldn't be permanent. It would be a thing with, oh, we're still actually not living in the same house, but it's going to be something that we're working towards, or we're planning to do. We're planning to get a house together, or, you know, like, he's got to sort the mortgage out on this place and first.
Yeah,
Like, certain
most
things like
couples
that.
they don't necessarily always jump in straight to move each other. You
Yeah,
still
I
live
think it's a
separately
major
for
thing.
a while. It comes to a point where you both either don't want to be without each other every day, or it's just convenience of just staying with each other all the time.
My life is so much in this conversation, but I just want to talk
you
about my
don't-
business
Thinking of
too
it though,
much.
convenience
But-
is good, but I wouldn't always want to do a moving in scenario because it's convenient. It
No,
would
but
have to make
convenient
sense.
in the way as if you're always at my house and all your stuff is there.
Yeah.
So just come and pay the bills here too. Then I don't get.
Just come and pay the bills.
Obviously, I'm saying obviously you're paying bills. To
These
have-
dishes don't clean itself.
You're paying bills to have your house in like basically like a storage. So
No,
why
there are
wouldn't
some
you just?
couples that
No, I
are
hear
like
you.
that. There's some
I hear
couples where the
Bills here.
You're always here.
I wouldn't want to be wasting my money. That's for sure. If I know I've got my own home, I can't stay at your
but
house
with-
24/7.
alright,
Why am I
with-
paying? Why am I
It
wasting
doesn't
my
make-
money?
Alright, but with
It
that,
doesn't
yeah,
make sense.
there's gonna have that conversation where which yard are you gonna?
We're
live at?
moving into a
But
different
that way
house
you have to get
together.
your own
Oh,
house.
together.
That's what I
I'm
would
not
do,
leaving my
'cause-
house and I'm not moving into that one.
So I wouldn't want you to be
we
like,
get somewhere
you
together.
live with me,
Yeah,
I live with
that
you.
makes it fairer, you know.
But alright, but say if the person's not bought the yard yet and they want to buy it, you're telling them to give up that to live
do you
with
mean?
you.
That's a conversation though.
Yeah, it is.
That's got like naturally that depends on the couple. Like if we've met and we've been together 2 years and you've just started
It's a gamble.
to buy a place, but then we've got close in our relationship and now we want to live together. Do I buy that place with you, or you know, if you might only be thinking about it, then it'd be like, okay, are we going to do this together, or are you still trying to say you want to buy somewhere by yourself?
Hopefully,
first
you're
and-
fortunate enough that you can have your home that you bought from before you was in a relationship, and then buy somewhere together.
That would be ideal.
And that one, you know, obviously that's not for everyone, but if I could afford to keep my flat and buy somewhere else with my boyfriend or whatever, then I would like to do that. But if not,
Yeah, but if I have a
Then-
house and a mortgage and you're renting, then you're just moving into the house, innit?
That makes sense.
As opposed to
my flat's too small. I
selling
don't
my
know.
house to
No,
buy
no,
another
as in
house,
your,
just
as
for you
in
to
like,
feel good
if
about
your
moving
man
into a
had
new
had his
house.
own yard and he bought that,
Yeah.
and it's like, let's say it's a 3-bedroom house or whatever, like,
Well, I should sell my flat and move there.
Yes.
or rent
What
it,
happens when he kicks me
or
out?
rent it out.
Well, if you want to keep your flat,
Oh yeah, I can rent out my flat, yeah.
Yeah.
And then so if he does kick me out, I can go back there.
Raw.
Well, that's what you have to think about these
no.
days.
Yeah,
no,
That's
you-
what happens
well, no,
to a lot of
because-
women.
before you
people
move-
are quick to say get out of mine.
Yeah.
That's the
the
thing.
reason
That's
why
why it's
we
like if
move
we have
into
our
someone
own home
else's.
together,
Y'all both
no one
kicking
can
each other
kick
out.
me out. We both can't kick each other out.
Is it so real? Is it so real?
He's been there.
My life is just all over this conversation. I'm just not talking about it because it's just
Did
too
someone
much.
kick you out the house?
Oh my god.
I've been kicked out.
Oh.
See, and then where did you end
Wait.
up? going?
Wait. Was it after they said they wouldn't,
Of course.
or they would make you feel like the place is yours as well?
Yeah.
Ain't that a
I had my own room.
Ain't that a
I
battle?
can't trust when
I
they
wouldn't
say-
even say to someone, "I'll make the place feel like yours."
Yeah, I've heard that.
My home is my home.
Raw, okay.
It's not getting redecorated
Rotted.
or whatever.
She done a room just for me, like
Yeah.
music and everything, blah
Mine
blah.
is mine, and what's yours is mine. So
No.
Yeah.
And then it was
That's
like,
all
get
lies.
out of my
It's not
house.
true.
And then after that, it was just like, well,
People are different
you know where the door is.
When they're spiraling.
Leave.
But then she has a right to, because it's her home. She don't
Yeah,
want you
but
in it.
then you're bullying me to like, have you found a place yet? I'm like, you
Yeah,
only
maybe
told me
she-
yesterday. Jeez.
Then what happened? Where did you go?
I couldn't
Oh,
trust
I just found a room to rent. It was hard, man. And then she wanted to still be together. I was like, don't kick me out. And
Why
then
was she kicking you out without going
wow.
into
Yeah.
too much detail? Is it in like
just the
argument
relationship
or-
just wasn't.
Oh, you broke
They
up.
weren't working
Yeah.
living together.
Yeah, but she still wanted to be together. I just couldn't.
She wanted to be together but separately.
just have your own
Yeah.
spaces.
Well,
Yeah.
damage is already done.
Yeah. Especially the way she treated me. Like, have you found a place yet? Have you found a place yet?
Who's the tenant?
I was just like, raw. Okay.
A lodger.
Yeah, boy. You're at your girlfriend's house. Wow.
I packed them bags so quick.
So would you, from that experience now, would you not like to move into someone else's home? Or would you
Depends.
still?
It depends.
But would you feel cautious? What's the word? Cautious. A bit like, oh, if we
Yeah,
break up. Obviously, you
naturally.
don't go into a relation thinking you'll break up, but you might
Yeah,
think,
okay, honey.
Just in case.
if shit hits the fan, she's gonna kick me out again, and then I'm gonna be in the same position as I was.
I try and be positive. I try and have faith in like whatever relationship I'm gonna be
Yeah.
in, but I don't think like the worst. I just I just keep it real. Like, I got to make sure I have a B plan.
Yeah, that's good. You just have a plan just in case.
I got it, man.
It's experience. No, it's based.
I don't want to hear the words like,
And it's
"I'll just
obviously-
make sure I feel comfortable."
And it's based in
That
experience.
cup is your cup.
It's not your cup.
Yeah, no.
That Dutch pot is yours. Oh, sorry. Oh.
Ooh.
Sorry,
I didn't even mean that.
I hear the word.
Dutch pot love. But yeah, it happens. It happens. Like, you can't predict that. You can be like 2 years in a relationship, everything's going fine, and then it may hit the rocks, and then she's telling you, look,
Rock bottom.
you need to go. Pack your bags and go.
Do you feel like you don't really know someone till you live with them? Some people have said that before.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's true.
Yeah, there's some truth to
Even
that.
if like you stayed around all the time.
Living with someone and staying around are two different things.
Different.
The same thing as like in a relationship, the test is when you go on holiday together. Is like, that is a test.
The test of things
It's
like
living together. It's going on holiday.
Yeah.
Apparently, I heard you don't know your partner until you've been in a fight with them, but not.
Yeah,
but
I've
not,
heard that.
Not like a fight with them.
Yeah,
like
but
you
yeah.
and your partner.
Verbals.
against-
Been in a
No,
fight with another
you
couple.
and your partner against like another couple.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah.
What, tag team? Debo get the table
Did the relationship last, Mark?
for what? Fight.
You said you've never been in a fight with your partner.
So you're saying if you've
So
been
basically it's saying
if
Maybe.
you're doing that mystery
If you
with your
did.
partner,
Who knows?
I mean, we can lock arms and do the clothesline. Yeah,
one of
man.
the slaves together,
Maybe.
stays together.
Hey,
But yeah,
bro.
like there's stages. Like, literally, if you go on holiday together, that's the first time that you may be like staying together somewhere. And
what's
the only-
different from
the only-
staying at each other's house and
I
holiday?
think that's
think of
different
it,
to be
on a
honest.
holiday, the only two people that you know is you
You
two.
too.
Yeah, when you're in the house together, maybe you've been there the whole weekend and you haven't left.
Yeah, but
for 3
holiday is
days.
different.
You could be a
You're
different partner if they live with their parents or don't. Let's say they live on their own and you're there for like
Yeah.
a weekend.
It's the same as a
Same
holiday.
thing. Like when I've gone away with my partner, I don't see any different to when I stay at his.
okay.
Yeah.
I noticed a
2 days
difference.
is different to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's a long holiday.
I stayed
What, 2 weeks is a long holiday for you with your
No, I'm
partner?
just thinking 2 days of a holiday.
You're like-
I've never done that,
I'm
but
thinking-
I can see what I'm like as a person.
I'm
gonna-
comparing
I think
that
that's a
2
long
days of
time
holiday
for-
compared to
yeah,
2 weeks.
Why
of
is
just
that a long
living
time,
together.
Phil?
I don't know. I just feel like
You're
it's
just like,
wrong
I need-
to be
I need-
attached
I need my
to
break.
someone. Yeah, like obviously when you go on holiday, you don't want to do stuff by yourself, but I know what I'm like. I probably might want
someone as well, though.
be by myself for a couple of hours. Or, I don't know. These are the things I just think about in my head, but I don't know because I've never been on a holiday for longer than maybe 3 days with a guy. So
3 days.
it wasn't even a holiday then, was it? It was like a weekender, so whatever you want to call it.
Oh wow.
A-
Okay.
Away.
Yeah, trust me. A week away or a week and a half
Yeah.
Yeah.
is a test in the relationship.
Yeah, it is.
And a
I've
holiday.
never been on a long. No, I've never been on a holiday with a guy.
Holiday either. I've done like loads of weekends, and, like.
Bro, I feel like a pro in this way.
How long? What, you went on like a 2-week holiday?
Yeah.
I haven't had that yet, but
But then I stayed with him for the 3 months of COVID.
Yeah, but staying in someone's like comfort zone, their home, is totally different. That's how I feel. Being on a holiday, you want to go out and do
Okay,
things
it's true,
together. You want
it's
to
true.
have food, be romantic or whatever, blah blah.
Kind of get the taste of what it would roughly look like if you did just live together.
yeah, I suppose because when I remember when I went on my week trip away, I think
So wanna know
he
there's a
did
story
find
I know, right?
that one.
he did find that I was maybe not as spontaneous as maybe he was. Like, activity wise, there's
Yeah.
certain things that he would really want to do, and I probably
He was just
didn't
like,
want to do it.
no, I want to sit down and just read my book.
No. I'll tell you the story,
Ooh.
the background. We went to Iceland and we went in January when it was really, really cold and really, blizzard.
Hey.
And we rented a car and we were driving and we took off one morning to go and do the sightseeing thing.
Heard the food's expensive
And-
over there as well.
It's a very expensive island. But yeah, we took off that morning, was going to do, like a excursion type of thing. But then we got stuck in the blizzard. And when I mean blizzard, you couldn't see that door.
Yeah.
So you literally had to drive at, 10 miles, 20 miles per hour. The car was sliding. I remember looking over and there was a car in a ditch. So I said, you know what, we had about maybe an hour and a bit to go.
Yeah.
I said, I don't think we should take the risk and go, I think we need to go back. And he was, because he's like, no, we come all this way to Iceland. We're going.
Sound like a horror film to me.
And I was genuinely scared. And I think, obviously, he was like, okay, cool, we'll go back. But then afterwards, he did mention it like, oh, yeah, you was too scared to do this. And I was like, at the time, you didn't say it.
Hey, it's my life.
But exactly. It's
not
not like me not being
Mother
spontaneous.
Nature, bro. What you?
Mother Nature's
Scared of Mother Nature.
Mother Nature is telling us to go back.
That's health and
Yeah,
safety.
but he would have gone because he was like, you know, I've got control of the car. I'm not going to put your life in risk or whatever. But I was genuinely scared.
No, dude, you ain't got control of the car.
Couldn't.
Not in a blizzard.
This is a blizzard.
Not in a blizzard.
What if you don't?
Yeah, I was scared. And there's other situations, maybe other things where I potentially didn't want to do. So he felt like, you know, I guess I'm less
Come all this way, you
less
didn't wanna...
spontaneous. But yeah, so that I guess that's how you can see. It's like maybe going Dubai and he says, oh, let's go skydiving. You never would have spoken about skydiving before, but then when you get to Dubai, it's a big attraction to do.
How about that? Dude,
And
I'm scared of
like,
heights.
Yeah, but then that's a spontaneous thing that spontaneous people like to do.
Hey, spontaneous, cause I could eat.
It's like
How about that?
Plan, but they're like, oh, you know what? Let's do that.
Yeah,
And
but
then they can't see
it's
each other's
I
apart.
get it because it's unfair for the person that really wants to go. Even
Is
when
it?
we've been on like girl trips and the girls want to go, I don't know, jumping off the cliff, and I'm like, I'm not going, but they want me to come, and I don't want to ruin their fun. But obviously, if I'm on my own, if you're with a guy, he's not going to leave me to go and do the excursion. Whereas if you're in a girls' big trip,
A group of friends,
two of the girls can go and I can wait. Do you know what I mean?
Peer pressure.
And you can watch us, but I wouldn't pressure my friends if like they were scared to do something like that. I'll be like, okay, no, we'll go and it's fine.
Yeah.
Because then there's the...
But you just don't want to ruin someone's fun if they really want to do something.
It's the two things of holiday because you're away,
different when
and
you're
there's the
hungry.
thing of wanting to do the excursions
exactly. You wanna
and
do
see
it
things,
together.
and because you're in a different country, you want to see as much as you can because you're here. While you're here, you think about the times when you're at home and you're not here, so you're like, I'm here.
I want to do X, Y, and Z.
Let's do something. Also, at the same time, on the other side of a holiday, you're away. You
I wanna
went away
relax.
to rest
Yeah.
and relax,
Recharge.
and chill.
But then
Stressful.
that's a conversation you have with whoever you go on holiday with.
Yeah.
Like, what type of holiday is it? Is this like we
True.
you know, we
That's a
book
very
a couple of
important
tourist
question that I think
things.
a lot of people don't have.
Yeah, we do a couple of
Yeah.
tourist things and we just chill.
It takes getting to know who
Someone,
your partner
yeah.
is as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
if that was me, for example, if I wouldn't go and suggest to do something that I know he doesn't like. But it's not to say, oh, I really want to do this, but I'm not going to suggest it because he don't like it. It's probably just not going to be an excursion that we do together. But I have a group of friends, so you know, like going into a helicopter. I would probably suggest that to someone that I know is going to want to do it. Like if I know, like my partner's scared of heights, I'm not going to be like, oh babe, but we're on holiday, let's do it, because it's not going to be fun for him.
Over the Grand Canyon.
It's not going to be fun
No.
for me because I'm going to be like, yay, selfie, and he's not going to be wanting.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Could you just fix your issues just for this holiday,
I'll be like,
please?
can
Because
you just
boy,
please? for
I paid
once,
over £400, £500 for this
you're
holiday for you to
interested?
be telling me
It's not about you, boo. It's about
I'm
yeah.
like, we're in Australia, okay?
Australia.
You're going to go bounce with the kangaroos.
Not the fuck. I will not. I'm not going there.
Yeah, but no, it does
Kidding
take knowing the person.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
true, that's a
Whether
good
they're your
point.
partner or your friend, I think.
Yeah, that's very true.
I wouldn't make my friends do anything that they don't want.
I got a question.
Who the hell is Kim?
Kim.
What foolishness is talking?
You better check yourself before you walk.
Is anyone going carnival?
Hey!
I'll decide on the day.
Yeah,
Do you know about that song?
always the last
One of
minute
those things.
decision
I
for
reckon
us.
that is going to be so packed.
I feel like it
is,
will
and
be
that's
as
why I'm
well.
not really.
It's going to be
Eagles
jammer
It's gonna
packed.
be packed. It's gonna be potentially weather's gonna be great.
Hot and sticky.
First one after COVID.
Yeah. So you know people are going to be.
Everyone is out.
Yeah.
I would happily go if I knew I was on a float.
Nah.
I'll
Yeah.
people.
If the
What,
next
shaking
time
Nash?
I go carnival, I have to
Yeah,
go on a
shaking
float. I've never been on a float, and it's something
I
I've
would wanna-
always wanted to do.
Same.
So yeah.
Obviously, I'm not gonna.
But
Yeah,
I've seen how you've got to get on the float in that early, and
Yeah, you gotta go
Ray and
early.
nephews from that early in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but then I'll be on the float very sloppy. So,
I don't know.
but I do want to go on a float. I've never been on that. That looks like a lot of fun.
If I'm on the float, I'm just sitting there.
Carnival's
Drinking.
a lot. Just walking around
And just shaking my,
going to
just
one
doing that
spot and just
in
enjoy it.
sitting down on my
Yeah,
chair.
but
It's
some
like,
of the popular spots.
Yeah,
get
and then
busy.
someone's gonna come over and
Busy.
go, oh, let me sit
Popular
on
spots
you.
are busy.
Yeah, let's go.
I wouldn't
getting all
mind following
pushed
like a
and-
good flow,
No,
but
relax.
it gets a
Yeah.
bit crowded.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're still waiting for it to come down.
Or potentially you could go carnival like maybe really early. And
I wouldn't mind going really early.
Avoid the.
I just reckon something messed up's gonna happen
There's
there.
There's a lot of.
No, but they're gonna have like what?
They're gonna probably
double the police and
they're gonna be roadblocks galore.
And stuff.
It's not gonna be just like.
It's gonna be overcrowded.
The original of the way that it
what's
used to
meant to be.
originally flow.
Oh,
I think because
them days are done.
And they feel like
it's not
because
really
of things that have happened over the years
You
that
don't
this
really
is
even
why
bring
they've
kids anymore.
done
Though.
it.
It's too a bit.
Ain't the
Sunday's
Sunday
still
kids
Sunday,
day.
but
Adults still
Adults.
just the same as a Saturday.
Yeah,
It's
true.
just- It's random.
I used to
It's-
go with my mum and dad like when I was a child, and it was
Yeah, me too.
it was
It was
quite
on a
fun.
Sunday
Like
and adults on a
it
Monday.
didn't seem like how it is now. I wouldn't if I had kids. I wouldn't be bringing them.
Oh hell to
I would
no.
take my kids.
Dragging them, walking through the streets, getting pushed. No.
No.
There's gonna be a lot of hungry men as well.
When is there not?
Thirsty women. There's gonna be more thirsty women than you would expect this year. It's COVID, isn't it? This is like end of COVID release date, basically.
All right. Another question.
Release party.
Have you used to been to any of these sip and paints
What's-
or chocolate cities?
I wouldn't mind going though.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I haven't been.
I don't like it.
Wait, what sip and paint? The paint party where you
Sip
just
and paint is
paint.
the one that you tried
drink and
to
then you paint.
tell me about before.
I've been to one of those, but
Music
I
playing
went
and
to-
yeah, what's wrong with that?
No, there's
It wasn't
It wasn't
naked.
Chocolate
people.
City.
Naked
Actually, no,
people.
it wasn't Chocolate City. Basically, my friend
What do you
had a brunch.
And you paint the naked people.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't been. I just went to normal one where
Why are you smiling
paint.
for?
I would go though. I don't see why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paint naked women.
I think if I'm with my
No,
friends,
it's a man.
we
It's
would
always
have a
it's
laugh
normally a
doing
man.
it.
I think it'd be funny, but I don't really want to be that
We would.
close to a man.
What? So everyone's got a different man, and you paint, or you paint the same man.
Ah, I wouldn't know.
Oh, no, you're talking about a different kind of event. That's fun.
I don't know.
That's
Women's sweaty teeny all in my face. That's why I don't like the chocolate.
Yeah, and
I wouldn't go
he's doing the
chocolate
helicopter.
city.
paint it
Yeah.
moving.
I wouldn't mind going
It might
to
start.
Yeah,
Magic.
you can do different
Magic
speeds,
Mike.
innit? Different speeds, like.
Oh.
That's fun.
What, Magic?
Magic Mike.
Magic Mike.
And if
think
I
it's
ever
'cause it's
went
more
to
professional, I
Vegas,
guess.
I'd go to the the Chippendales.
That's
Those
fun.
shows are a bit more.
Are they still running?
hope so.
They're produced better.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Whereas,
Oh, so
I'm
you
telling
want you want
now,
to highly produced strippers?
Yeah, that Chocolate City thing is an absolute mess. It's disgusting, by the way.
Have you been?
My cousin, yeah, because my cousin had a birthday thing a few years ago,
Remember that?
and it was
debacle.
called a
Yeah.
Chicka's Brunch.
Have you
and
seen
it
where
was,
the guy picks up the woman and he drops her?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I saw all of that, and what they also do is they get like cream, like hand cream, and then they go like that into the crowd, so they get cream on the customer, on the people.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like,
I got it.
do you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
And then they get the women, and they
Did she just go?
yeah, and they helicopter them.
Man, you bust.
Oh, it's just disgusting. And they wear them fake cut willy things, and it's just like they
Wait,
shake
fake what?
on you. They put these cup things,
Cup.
like they put these extender things on their actual willy to make it look like it's
Extender. A penis
It's like
extender.
it's not an extender. It's like a.
Extension.
I can't even explain what it is.
They
It's
plug
like-
it in
it's
and
almost
extends your
like
dick.
It's like a fake willy. But it's like
It's like
just-
a mold.
Yeah, it's
thing,
put
type of
on
thing.
top, so the willy is
Stays
hard
up.
the whole time, and it just stays up, and it like does that. And I'm like,
Just bounces.
I just don't like it. I don't find it attractive at all. If the men were just dancing, they're dancing good. I'm like, yeah.
So wait, is it like a copy and paste dick?
Basically, it's a mold. So it's a cup, but it's like it's obviously a dick, but you put it on it. Yeah, it's not. It's just not nice.
I
So
think,
when
Wow.
they're
I think they'll just
walking
find it
What,
quite
like-
funny.
It
I
is
can imagine you
funny.
busting us.
Yeah,
It's funny
because
from afar,
I'll
when
be
they're not in your
I'll be
face.
doing one of those awkward laughs. That I
That's-
would find it funny if I'm with a specific group of
But
friends.
I've seen them put women's faces in.
No,
Yes,
in
and
their
that's what I
things.
don't like.
I wouldn't want
that's a
that.
bit degrading. And for me, someone that's very loud and out there, I just don't like none of that. I've always said if I have a hen do, don't get me a male stripper, please don't. I don't like them. just
I want a male stripper if I had a hen do it.
I knew you would say
I
that.
went to a girls' party and they
just
had
a
a
laugh,
male
innit?
stripper, and it was really bad.
A good one, a black
It was
one
really
as well.
bad. If you could dance and
Yeah.
do good moves, yeah, but once you start trying to rub my face
No,
into
yeah,
your
no, you don't
groin,
need to do all that. But like a dancing one, you don't even have to take off your whole underwear. Like nice
Yeah.
body,
that's different.
flirty, fun.
Oh, I got a
dancing.
part-time hustle. We can do
I
the
was
stripper
still
thing.
confused from something.
You don't need to get
Appendage, the
naked.
cup thing. I'm trying to.
The mold.
Yeah. It's because obviously, like, you don't want to be dancing with your real willy out. And then
You're real willy.
So they put that mold thing. They just put it.
So
on.
then, when you do the genuine flick and everything
It's just
sort
your
of
willy's
flicks in
just
the middle,
doing that. It looks more
got
excitable
it.
for them. And I was just like, that is.
Yeah, because your thing ain't staying up hard for that whole night.
It's not.
Like, come on now.
I mean, it goes, like, girls go behind.
Wait, it goes what?
Some girls will grab it as well. And sometimes it's not the guys. Sometimes the guys are there doing their
Yeah, the girls act like they've never seen penis before.
right, and they'll try to grab them. And
Yeah,
the
but
men are
excuse me,
like-
have you not seen videos of men in the strip club and how they behave? They do the
Oh, yeah.
same
It's
thing.
all of them.
Oh yeah.
So it's both genders that
It's all
act
them.
silly when they see naked.
I'm
women.
just not a strip
Women
club
just
lover.
pretend to, like, bite the thing as well. They're like, I've seen it all.
Bite?
And I'm just, yeah, they're like, it's like, who's here to have a
First
good
of all,
time?
I'll put an insurance on my thing,
There's
boy.
never any need for teeth around any of that area
should
at
never
all.
happen.
Oh hell to no.
Ever.
Run, Forrest.
No. Ice before teeth.
Eyes before teeth.
Ice.
Oh lord. She's got ice. All right.
Go holler at him later.
Go on. You had a question, but you didn't.
Oh yeah, I had a question. I went off. What has failure taught you?
Failure.
How not to do it again.
Besides that, that didn't work.
What to do next
It is
time?
literally that
I'll probably
simple.
say not to actually give up and try again.
Dust yourself off.
I don't think there's anything I've failed at and I haven't actually tried again.
Yeah. I say failures.
I've always tried again, yeah.
More determined. I was gonna say stronger, but I think it's always taught me to be more driven and determined. Because if I've really failed at something, like before I got this new job, there was a job before that I really wanted and I didn't get it, and I actually kind of cried because I was a bit upset. Went through a whole long interview process. I was great, but just and that kind of thing. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just not gonna let that put a down on it and let it drive me to do better. But in every aspect, I think if there's something that I feel like I can't do or couldn't do, I'm always going to try to do it. Or
Some
be
people
better.
give up after they fail something, like
That
specific
frustrates me,
things. People give up, or they maybe take long. But everything I failed at, even like from like driving, I remember I failed my driving test. Again, next month, booked it again, failed, booked it again. I did not stop until I passed, and I passed on like my 5th time. But that was something I didn't waste all this money, and I didn't wait a whole year later. As soon as I could see a cancellation, booked it again, and I kept going until I eventually passed.
I think you learn a lot from
Yeah.
people
You
who.
learn, and it kind of helps
who-
you. It
Yeah, it
kind of
does.
molds.
Yeah, like for me,
Yeah.
like I rather do something or rather try something, and not look back and think, "Oh, I should have tried that,"
Yeah.
because I was scared of failure.
Yeah, you like, you know, the first time if you take a picture, you use a certain exposure, and it comes out crap. You're like, okay, so I know not to do that again.
Yeah.
But then you kind of fine tune it in a way that it comes out in a way that it works. So you have
Does
to
it-
make those mistakes in order for you to learn what you learn. Like for me, like especially with books. Oh my lord, I've had no training in doing this at all. I literally sat up one day and said, I want to do this. So from first book to now, every book there's been something to learn.
It's been a learning
Every
curve.
book I've got something wrong, maybe in a story, maybe this spelling mistakes have got out there, maybe this cover looks like this, the words look like that. But I've had to make those mistakes in order to learn how to do it better the next time. I find that a lot of people are scared of it. I mean, obviously, failure is scary.
Yeah.
But you learn so much about yourself from
And how
failure.
you deal with
and
it,
how you deal with it,
and how you progress from that.
Yeah, because like you said, some people just literally just like, oh, I
People
failed
stop,
once, I'm
yeah,
done.
Yeah.
they stop.
I give up. Was no point.
I don't
doing
understand
this.
people like that though. If you tried it once and let's say you was close
I've seen that.
and you're like, oh, I'm gonna give up. Like,
Yeah.
why would you give up?
But it shows you weren't maybe not as dedicated. But then again, that's what it's teaching you. Maybe you weren't as dedicated
Also,
to
don't
that
you
thing
have
as you thought because
a
you've
bigger
just
fear?
given up at the first.
Don't you have a bigger fear of not knowing? Like, you
And
failed.
that regret.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Lord.
worse. Like, I failed. All right, do you know what? I failed, but then if I do it again and I succeed, like let's say it's a driving test, I do it again and I pass, I'm gonna be over the moon.
Yeah, and at the end of the day,
then
the
I'll have
end
a fear of not
end
knowing
result
what
is
if.
the same. Like most people don't know that I needed to fail 4 times. At the end of the day, I passed. It doesn't matter whether I failed 5, 6, 7.
It doesn't matter how many times you failed.
You need to know. Yeah,
you got to the end result.
Yeah, which is a license at the end of the day. So.
Yeah. I used to be a person that thought, like, let's take driving for instance, that I need to get it done right the first time. And that kind of, when I was younger, that kind of, not driving in particular, but I'm just saying hypothetically, that kind of attitude I learned from an early age that, KJ, you're not going to get anywhere if you're like, right, I need to wait until I know I'm perfect enough to do this. That's not going to get me to where I want to be. Like, I'm just going to, anything that I want now, I just need to put my mind to it and go in and do it. And then if I fail, it doesn't matter. Well, I would rather fail than have a bigger fear of not knowing or the what if. I don't like thinking what if
or not doing something.
Driving in relationships.
Say that again?
Driving in relationships.
What do you mean?
What, you must.
It was the same tone as well.
Yeah, I know.
What do you mean?
Like, in relationships, people give up.
Yeah.
Why not just try again?
Yeah, that's different though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
It is and it isn't.
It's if it's a thing where some relationships don't work for specific reasons. Mm-hmm. If it's like, you had a couple of arguments and you're like, oh, I just want to give up, then no. But if it's like he wants kids, you don't want kids, there's no compromise there. You break up. You can't work together.
Yeah, it depends. It depends where it is.
Yeah. So sometimes it's like you might as well be apart. But I don't. Sometimes you can't keep pushing to make something work. That's just not gonna work. Just go your separate ways. Yeah. It gets exhausting after a while. Trying. When you could have tried with someone else and have lived happily ever after.
Is there happy ever after?
I think so. You learn to tolerate someone and you just get on with it, innit?
Tolerate just seems it's like,
that's what it is.
I'll put up with you.
You pick
You're
at the end of the day.
You're crazy is close to my crazy.
You pick who you can tolerate for the rest of your life because you're gonna get on each other's nerves regardless. So when you get with someone, if I can tolerate you for the rest of my life, then we're good. If I cannot stand you, we can't be together. That's true. It's about
I actually.
I've been with people. I'm like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, or there's something that they do that you
just irritates me.
Like, I don't know if I could be with someone that is really messy.
I said this before.
Because I can't clean up after you. I think you can be messy, but if it was like constantly picking up after you, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, but everyone has a different type of what they class as mess.
I'm very
tidy.
I'm a minimalist. I just don't like stuff everywhere.
Let's say you're getting ready to go out and you've got like 4 shirts on the bed and maybe a pair of jeans and something like that. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's not mess. That's like getting ready to go out and you either tidy up.
Yeah.
There's a difference between throwing clothes on the bed to sort out your day, get ready, and not having time to put them back, so you just go. Come back, and then when you come back, putting everything away, and your house looking like that 7 days a week, there's just clothes everywhere.
But then some people will be like,
you got the ring around the bar.
You decide if it's clean by going.
Out the washing basket. It's being nice. It's too much. You
got cups and saucers everywhere.
It's not even that. Plates and stuff. Sometimes, obviously, if I decide to eat in my room, I'll have a plate there, but I always take it out. The plate that's left there for 2 days. I've seen that in how many boys' rooms? It's disgusting. Y'all are disgusting. It's disgusting. But
that is filth.
Guys that don't know how to change their bed sheets, and we've been through this before. It's not. No. No.
Yeah, it's filth.
No. If the first time, and I'm gonna judge you, the first time I go to your house and I see you've got grubby bed sheets, and I mean where they're bobbly to the point where they're so old that they're now duff grey, and they're probably
but that's because some of them don't care about stuff like that though.
And I won't care about dating you.
No, but you just
how about that?
No, but some of them, it's not bothering them because they're the only ones sleeping on the bed. So
maybe they don't know any different.
That's how you get bed bugs. That's
but then you tell that person.
Teach the children.
Then you say, "Oh, you need to get a new bed sheet," and then they might get a new bed sheet.
You're like 30 odd, and I'm going to teach you about changing your bed sheets and cleanliness. I don't think
No, because that's not to say that the bobbly. If they're bobbly, that means he's washed it.
Yeah,
a number of times.
Yeah, that's
on a number of times. So he is clean.
Had it for so long,
he's just
never
not
got a new one.
Clean.
And it don't bother them.
No, but I'm saying like it's probably like I'm saying it's like a duff grey colour. If I had a bedsheet that started bobbling, I'd be like, okay, maybe it's time for a new one. Or if it's
some people call you bougie like that.
But then some people just don't know better. Like they just don't.
Or they're just not bothered. It don't bother them.
Yeah.
Most times, no one's really in my room like that. Like,
So do you feel the mattress first? Do you feel the bed first?
What?
Before you get down with that person and be like, wait a second.
I can't remember. It's been so long.
No bubbles.
Do you know what?
That's a low thread count.
Do you know what? I think I remember a time when I sat on the bed.
It's a bra strap for that thread count, I'm afraid.
Just went down, and then something scratched.
What?
The bed went down, something scratched. But obviously, where I sat, the bed wasn't made, for example, and the sheet had been moved.
What, dry ass mattress?
Or like a worn mattress to the point where you can feel the springs coming.
Basically.
Oh,
and I sat down,
wow.
and went down, and I went, didn't scratch me, but I felt, and I was like, oh.
The coil like that.
Or when
spraying.
Or when you get up and you hear the boom, like in the.
Bang.
No, but sometimes, or like when you're walking, when you're going to town,
And you hear the spring going boom.
Bong.
No, but some people don't care about things like that. Obviously,
Do you work out to the headboard?
That's real.
Some of them
That
don't
boom.
care.
I really care.
No, the spring
I'm
is
sorry,
gone.
I like a clean guy. You have to look.
That
clean
wouldn't
and
bother
tidy.
me though, because I know that I would have to say, if I'm gonna stay round, then
You gotta fix
I'll
up.
just buy the bed sheets for you. I mean, you're not gonna buy it yourself, so I'll just buy it myself.
And sometimes some I'll put it out there. Some men do need. They do need to be educated in that field.
I educated my boyfriend.
Or I'll say to you, how long have you had the mattress? You know you're not supposed to have it for more than 8 years. Why don't you invest in a new mattress? Mattresses aren't cheap, by the way, as well.
About
They
100
do
and something.
cost.
They start from about 100.
Yeah, and if you want a good one, you're looking at 500-700. So
Hey.
maybe he didn't have the money, or he didn't really care about it. But
that's the thing.
I would
That's
suggest
£100, You
it.
will spend that £100.
But it's not my bed, so I can't tell you what bed to
Designer
buy.
label.
Afro Nation.
And Afro Nation. You don't want that to respect. I'm
But
sorry.
you won't do it on the mattress.
And maybe
But
when
your
you're
drip is
21,
looking lovely.
Okay, cool. But in this day and age, if I was
But
seeing
your
my
mattress
meeting
goes
about
boom.
my age and that's
Boom.
what's happening,
No headboard.
Yeah, but if he's happy with his bed, why are you telling him that he
I
needs a
wouldn't
new
tell
bed?
him. I wouldn't tell him.
You just
You're
ghost
saying
him.
that in terms
If
of
he's
if she's
happy
sleeping
with
in
it,
it.
if he's happy with
Dating
it.
a guy and like obviously fair enough.
You just whisper in his ear, just like, baby, change the bed sheets.
Certain things, and it sounds bad. It sounds bougie. Call it what you want, but it just makes me cringe.
Don't do that thing
And I
like,
don't
babe,
like
I got you something. Hey.
A new mattress.
New sheets.
I would.
Yeah, I'll just buy the sheets.
I've done that for my boyfriend loads of times. Like he's always
I love
been a
new
clean
bed
guy,
sheets.
but
Yeah.
I've just been like, oh, I saw these, and I thought, and he loves it.
Yeah, we love things like that.
Like it's not the
But some people
everyday
take it the
thing
wrong
they
way.
think about.
Yeah.
Some
Well,
people.
What you trying to say?
Some people with ego and all of that, they take it the wrong way. Like,
And
what
then
you trying to say?
sometimes they'll actually ask you, oh, what pillow do you think I should get for my bed? Like, well, what cushions?
Oh, that's when she's like, this.
I got this. Ooh.
It was like, oh, then I
Dance
what
for
cushions?
Dance, bitch.
That's like music to my ears. Oh, like
No, I like doing like home shopping like together, like
I like
with
home shopping.
I love home shopping.
Oh my god.
like the
IKEA date?
range.
Ooh,
IKEA.
An IKEA date this
Is it
stuff.
home?
Talking about going to the
Home
restaurant
sense.
today, actually.
Yeah, home sense.
I love home scent. It's my favourite.
She loves it, yeah. But it's
It's,
like,
it's dangerous. Get me in that place. It's dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Babe, let's go to. Okay.
What, somewhere where you can get candles and waxes
Yeah.
and wax melts and
That's basically a proposal.
So-
That's basic. From time you're buying all of the. Oh, I remember the
I'm
first
sorry.
time I saw a candle in the yard. I was like,
I am one of those people who does like to hear. I am one of those people who does like to hear. Babe, come smell this.
yeah.
Okay. And I literally frolic over.
And you put your nose all to it.
Or you know when you go shopping, and they do. This is the one. They go.
That's a bit of me.
Oh, babe.
Oh yeah, this is
Oh, babe, that's a good.
Oh, you smell the one with
This-
white light.
This would go great in the bedroom.
Yo.
Friends. And like my,
the little
like
things,
my aunts,
man.
my sister, and my friends.
That's when you know you're growing.
Yeah, for real.
I'm telling you. From time, and you know what?
Babes, it smells like green apple.
Doesn't it smell like strawberry?
Oh, it's like.
I can almost eat this.
I'm so happy in that moment, though.
When you go in
It's the simple things, man.
I go, oh, it's a sleeve diffuser. Oh yeah, I got it from. I'm like, is this fun? It's great. I'm like, I don't buy this. Yeah. Or when you've got what pillow mist and room spray and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. It's amazing. It's fantastic.
That's nice. What's that scent? Oh,
We're
just a
adult.
little patchouli. Ooh, patchouli.
We're adulting now. You see
This
what I'm
old
saying?
thing.
I don't know.
But before, obviously, because when I think back to when I was living with my parents, I remember I wanted a new mattress for time, but I was like, why? I know I'm going to be moving soon. I'm not buying a new mattress because when I move out, I want everything to be fresh in my new. I didn't want to bring anything with me, so I didn't buy. And I hated that mattress for about 2 years. But I was like, there's no point in me spending hundreds on a mattress.
Was it that bad?
It weren't awful, but I felt like it could have been a bit softer.
Those are the kind of things that I feel I like for birthday presents.
But no. I would.
I did. The last mattress I had before I moved, my aunt got for me as a present. I was like, she was like, would you, can I have a new mattress, please? She was like, I went, yeah, because I think I was tidying up, I was redoing my room, and I said, I need a new mattress, so you can buy me that, or a new chest of drawers, or wardrobe, or
I remember I got excited when I got the heated blanket thing that goes underneath.
Oh, they make you sweat. I don't like those.
Not in this weather, but
even in winter,
really
I get hot in the night.
They're nice in the winter.
no, but it's nice. I like the thought of like going into a crispy bed. It's nice and crispy. Ooh.
You can get a hot water. You don't have a hot water bottle.
No,
You don't have a hot water bottle?
I do, but I don't use it.
That's
Unless I got a bellyache or something.
You put it in the bed before
No,
you go to bed.
I heat. No.
Yeah, I've got a long one.
No, I got the heated thing, and I go in and my feet are just. Ooh.
That's my
I love
person.
that. I love the water bottle in the bed before you get into bed, and you get into bed.
It's
You know
nice.
what? That's what, in the winter, like it was such a thing. Like going to bed, I'm just in the kitchen. You see, I see the kitchen. Like, you guys for your water bottle? Yeah. Always.
And then it depends on what time you go to bed as well. If you get up about 6, 7, it's still warm. It's nice.
If you get the
it
hot water
stays
bottle
hot
as well,
for-
you just put it in the side of the bed. You are gonna think something else, but you just put it in between your legs and kind of comfort. It's like a body pillow.
Yeah, it's nice.
A warm body pillow.
No. I ain't putting nothing like that in between my legs.
On the subject, do you when you buy
His legs?
How do we get here?
Sorry.
On the subject, in between your legs. By the way,
I just went on the subject of like homey stuff. Do you like to go in the stores and like feel the thread count of the sheets, or test the thread count?
I didn't know. Do you know what? I didn't know about thread count until I listened to a podcast and they were talking about it. And it was a guy, exactly, you don't even know what it is. And he was like, oh my God, I got these sheets and it's this. And the other guys on the podcast, they were like, I've got no idea what you're talking about. And I actually didn't. So I listened to that and I thought, next time I go, I'm going to look for this thread count thing. And he was like, oh, Egyptian cotton, it feels so much better on your skin. So I went and I looked and I was like, oh, there's thread counts. And I started Googling the higher the thread count and the better, and Egyptian cotton and all that stuff. And then that's when I was like, okay, when I get my own home, I'm going to buy proper bed sheets. And they're quite expensive.
of course they are.
But
It's worth it.
they don't get bubbles. It actually feels so nice if you go to bed in like shorts or whatever. It feels nice on your legs, on your face. You know, I start sleeping with a silk pillowcase now. That feels really nice.
Because I always knew what
No.
about Egyptian cotton, that it was better, but I never knew obviously until
Why it was
mentioned
better.
about
The thread count.
So now I don't buy anything less than I think 200. I think.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant money. I was like, what?
no thread count.
Thread count, yeah.
And yeah, I was like, and then I
So
started
200.
talking about it, and then
God
You
damn.
you don't even have to like buy. You don't need to go to like the white company or anything, because
you don't.
I got the fitted sheet from Tesco, and they've got Egyptian cotton, and it's like 400 a thread count.
Please
It's
send me a
like
link because
£17.
I'm intrigued now.
And you can go to Home Sense as well. They have lots of discounted bedding.
Tesco
which
got
is
a brand that's
usually-
Fox and Ivy.
Just send me a link. Don't say it to me. Send me a link.
You can either get Egyptian cotton, which is usually pricey, but if you get normal cotton, 100% cotton with a really high thread count, it feels the same as Egyptian cotton.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you can that's the cheaper alternative to Egyptian cotton. As long as it's not polyester, then you're good.
I remember when I was little, I used to go into Asda. I used to like get pink bed sheets and it's polyester.
Oh, yeah, that's not bed sheets.
Didn't know better, innit?
No, you don't.
Now it's a better life.
And obviously, when you get older, you like nicer things. You know, I'd rather buy nice bed sheets than buy new shoes, and that's just me. Whereas some people would prefer to have the shoes, but certain things like your bed, you sleep on it every single day. Why would
Every
you
night.
not want to spend more money on that? There's certain things my mum always told me you must spend good money on. One is a coat, and one is decent underwear.
Yes. My mum
That's
always
it.
told me that,
With a coat, I mean, sometimes obviously you don't want to spend thousands on coats, but
The underwear.
I can understand why
if you
some
get hit
people
by
do.
a car, then
Yep.
the ambulance,
Yep.
they gotta be checking your underwear. You gotta have clean underwear. That's what mum said.
It's
Yep.
so funny.
Mine always
Yeah.
told me
If
that.
you get into
I gotta be in an accident for my underwear to be good.
Yeah. What gonna be like? These ain't Calvin Klein's? Oh man.
And when you spend decent money on underwear as well, especially like women, like the material lasts longer. I don't need to throw away my knickers every year. I mean, I've got some that have lasted age, and bras as well. You need good quality bra. You can't.
Yep.
Listen,
You can't be cheap on a bra.
I wore
I
a pair of silk Fenty boxers last weekend, and I felt like I had nothing on.
Did you feel like an Egyptian king?
Was it fitted or was it loose?
It was Fenty. It fitted perfectly.
Where'd you get it from? Someone bought it for you.
Again, I was treated.
You get treated to a lot of stuff, don't you? Nice.
He's got sugar mummies, don't you know? He's got sugar
Like that.
Did you forget the earlier on?
facials.
Oh yeah. That same person.
I treat in
Oh,
He's basically
okay,
saying
okay.
it's his treats because
He's a sex worker.
treating kind.
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking of hoes,
Oh.
nice.
speaking of hoes,
I don't know why you're looking over here.
I'm not. Do you think it's important for men and women to have a hoe phase?
Yes.
No, I don't think you need one.
Yeah.
Some women
Ooh.
need it. I don't
Is
think you
it
need
in-
one.
You have to define
Important.
hoe phase. Like,
I think men,
Helpful.
men
I
probably.
always say
Helpful,
things like,
but not
when I went for my hoe
necessary.
phase, but my hoe
It
phase
wasn't
essentially
even a
was
hoe
just, I
phase.
made sure that I had dated and I experienced dating multiple.
What's
not
a
multiple,
what's a
but
hoe phase
guys.
then?
That, but see, that could even be called the hoe phase
That's what I
because
said,
you're
'cause I always call it
you're
hoe
dating
phase.
multiple people. Could be maybe
We don't mean
having
like
sex
being
with,
a hoe
let's say,
sleeping
2
around.
out of 4, or maybe I don't know. Just for the situation.
Wait, so if you're
that could
dating
be a hoe phase.
multiple people, that's a hoe
No.
phase.
Hoe phase is actually
is multiple
when you've
is dating multiple
experienced the field.
people or sleeping with
No,
multiple people?
dating.
Yeah,
I think
but
hoe
we have to
phase-
define dating
hoe
though.
phase is-
Dating, you go on dates and you.
That's
talk
not a
to-
hoe phase.
Okay, so
that's just dating.
That's
No,
just
it's
dating.
But
not.
if you're
No, but I call it my hoe phase. I haven't
if you're picking up body bags, then maybe
No, I don't do that. I'm not collecting numbers like that.
you're picking
Yeah,
up.
so it's not necessarily
taking
to have a
people's
hoe
souls.
phase.
But
then.
I always call it that. I'm like, oh yeah, in my hoe phase.
But that's not a hoe phase.
No, I know, but I just call it that because that's my version.
No, it's not a hoe phase.
But what is a hoe phase then?
When
Hoe phase is when
when
you've slept with quite a few people.
when you're for the streets.
And you've
No, I don't think it's necessary. I
not that.
I haven't.
I think
No,
it's necessary
I've-
to have
no.
experienced being either sleeping with or dating or whatever you want to call it of the opposite sex. Like I would say if I'd been in one relationship from which I was from really young for a long time and then jumped into another, I think it would have been essential for me at a young age. Obviously, I did to have been single, just enjoy
Mingle.
life, date. That's what I called my hoe phase.
That's
Like,
not a hoe phase. That's
I
just
know,
dating.
but it's my version because I was like.
So maybe you mean
Well,
it's
I don't know,
important to
see,
have
I
like
don't
a
see.
dating phase where you're dating and just enjoying being single.
Yeah.
Not hoe phase then, not sleeping around, but just enjoying going on
Maybe for
dates,
men.
being single.
Not
What-
to say it's
is that-
not to say
Is
it's guaranteed.
is
though.
that for experience?
No, I think sometimes a lot
No,
of
because,
men
yeah, you'll still
think
be the
they
same-
have to
you
get
could-
it out of their system before they settle down. A lot of men think.
I think
that.
they do.
And that's
Not
why I
gonna
say it's important for them.
I
Because
think men
Wait,
do.
what I miss? What?
It's important for a man to get like sleeping with however many girls out of their system.
Yeah,
before
I
they
think
settle
so.
down.
It's not.
No, it's not. You know.
No, it can be, and some men think that, and I think it depends on the individual male.
You could still be the well-rounded person that you were meant to be if you didn't have a hoe phase.
Yeah.
If a guy
Yeah.
had a hoe phase and
But
you
men
go,
and women
I'm
are
ready
different
now,
though. I think
I
men.
don't know what I'm
Very true.
missing.
I think men need to experience because there's no point getting it because I feel like they could be in a relationship really, really young and it's going to get to a point where they're like, they start to get a bit curious. They think the grass is greener on the other side, but you should
You should
do
test
that when
it.
you're 16 or 18 or
Yeah.
whatever. You can't be doing it when you're 30, 40.
Yeah.
You know, wasting people's time at
that's
at
why
that
it's
age.
important
Just
to
do
do
it
all of
when
that.
you're
That
younger.
man, but that man, even at 30, knows the difference between right and wrong.
Yeah, but they don't think. They don't really think about things before they do.
It is
them.
true. It is about right and wrong, but at the same time, I think most guys will get to a certain age, probably 30, and be like, you know what, I don't need all that. Whereas if they ain't had it, they're like, oh.
Yeah, they get curious.
They get
Women
better.
don't get curious. Women,
Don't.
Like me personally,
majority
I
of
wouldn't
women
worry about-
don't get curious. A woman can be happy and
have only had one.
have one,
relationship.
yeah, and then
One dick.
Yeah, I think they can. Yeah, 100%. I think they can. They're not
women
gonna.
that have got like a body count of like 2 and now they're in a 8-year relationship. There's women that have been with their like childhood sweetheart or high school sweetheart, whatever, and they're now married and got 3 kids.
Yeah, women think differently. As long as they're happy, I think it's fine. Men are more curious, and men are more likely to go and maybe cheat and stuff, and not because they don't love the woman. It's just because they're curious and. I don't know, they get a bit excited sometimes, I guess.
I'm very out there, I'm very flirty, so I'm happy.
I mean, but what is cheating, really? Define cheating.
Doing something you shouldn't be doing in a relationship.
Testing other boxes.
Sorry, I saw this on some of the evidences. I'm looking for happiness behind your back.
It's not happiness.
So, what's happiness for me? Behind your back. And I'm doing it in secret so your feelings don't get hurt. Isn't cheating more for you than for me? Am I not helping in some way? Am I not showing you I care? Am I not showing you I care?
Does this woman that's treating you listen to this podcast? Because if I was listening and I heard that, I'll be absolutely fuming.
Am I not treating... No, I heard it somewhere. I just thought it was funny. I heard that somewhere.
That's what I just said. I went, is this you coming from you?
I knew that straight off.
Rest in peace, Patrice O'Neill. That was funny.
Patrice O'Neill, yeah, he's got some funny shit.
Cheating is for you. It's not for me. I'm just doing it, but
and some people try and say it's to help improve our sex life.
That
I've heard that one.
Even though I don't agree with what he said there, I never thought of it like that.
I get it.
I did. But you can never get that off, though.
No, babes, I was doing it for us to improve the moves in the bedroom.
I'm trying not to hurt your feelings.
Me personally,
by keeping my secret happiness a secret.
I'm trying to make you have waterfalls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you can never say I cheated on you.
I can't get off on that one.
I cheated on you because I went off to learn some stuff to do for you. To you. Oh no.
She could turn around and just tell you. No. Why didn't you tell me? We could have just hired someone to experience it together.
And then you're sitting there like,
oh fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
Honestly,
stupid.
But then I've heard guys, and obviously I don't condone this. I've heard guys that say that if they do cheat or if they've gone to cheat, it's to do stuff that they probably can't do with their partner. It's because
anal.
It's because they don't see their partner like that. Like let's say cream in their face or whatever, giving them a facial.
I don't buy all of that.
I just think sometimes
if you don't see your partner like that and you want to do it, you either have a discussion with your partner and be like, "Is this something you're interested in, babe?"
Maybe you just don't want to see it dripping on their face.
But then you want to see it dripping on someone else's face.
Too much?
Because you want to degrade another woman. Technically, like you value your woman so much, you don't want to degrade her like that. But you do it to another woman at the expense of your relationship. It doesn't make any sense.
Why's it got to be degrading?
No, but I'm saying the men that think they don't want to do this to their women, they don't want to see them like that. It must be a degrading image for them.
Yeah, otherwise you would do it to your wife.
Otherwise they would do it to their woman and be like, look, it's part of sex. But obviously not. So you would go and do that and happily degrade, that's what I'm doing quotation marks, another woman at the expense of your relationship. You're twisted in the head, darling. Just mad. You see what I'm saying?
There is something very F1 about that.
Stop it. What was your question, sir?
You ever won F1 race?
Did I have a question? Oh, I didn't have a question, but me and Mark was chatting in the week about being single. I think we both had enough of the single life. And Kate said that we weren't sure if you were single.
Because she was like, I said,
she said, it's kind of, but not. But we don't know for sure.
I lives a private life.
Yeah, that's what I said, I don't know.
But me and Mark were saying how it can be a bit. I think when you're single, it's quite annoying.
It can be.
I think maybe it's just this day and age. The dating is just. I think sometimes when you think back, dating would be fun. You go to nice dinners, but now it's quite exhausting and it's quite draining.
It's like a job.
Meeting new people all the time and having to go over the same thing.
What you do? And you got to pretend like you care.
Yeah, it's a bit.
I would just come in with some cheeky lines. I wouldn't even do the hi where you from. I wouldn't even do asking all that because I'll just get bored after the first couple of times. I'll be like, "You right, babes? When we going out?" Something stupid like that. Yeah, I remember I was telling you about some silly pickup lines. Banter the situation.
But sometimes,
get some comfortable.
If you're actually gonna meet someone that you actually have to date. So as much as we dislike it, it's like, how do you meet? Because you won't meet someone tomorrow and be like, oh, you're perfect for me. Let's go have kids. Let's move it. Like, you have to actually date.
That's a fast line, boy.
You know, I would prefer that though. If I met someone and they were on the same page as me, and I don't know,
And you don't
God
know
was on my side.
You don't know them from Adam.
No, I do know them, but it was like a quick thing, as in we dated for like a month or so.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't want to date for
You
6,
feel these things
8,
before
9
you just
months.
say these.
But sometimes it's about vibes, isn't it? Like if you have that vibe and that connection with someone, things move so quickly.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever had that connection with someone.
Word.
Like, I've met you and I'm like, I really like this guy.
I've
I
had
wanna
that.
See you tomorrow.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
I've never had.
Oh, that's a good feeling.
What, when you say,
Everything just connects.
I don't think
But then I've had that, and the sexual chemistry is not great. And I've had that when the sexual chemistry is great.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. She ticks everything on your list, and then the sex is just dry like burnt toast.
Yeah, but couldn't you maybe-
I tried.
I
tried.
It's annoying.
I tried.
I'm like, I actually can't stand you, but our chemistry is
Yeah,
great.
but how can sex be bad? I don't understand that.
For men,
No,
men, it can be as simple as, for some reason, she doesn't turn you on, therefore you don't get hard around.
Is that what it was?
No, I wasn't saying. It's a
Oh.
situation, but that
There's
happens.
different things.
It
That's-
happens.
Yeah, but
So
then
you're,
that's not the sex isn't bad.
if you're
She
not,
just doesn't
if you're
turn you
not
on.
aroused,
Yeah, if she doesn't turn you on, then
it's
it's-
gonna be great.
You're
Yeah.
not attracted to her.
Yeah, you're attracted to the person.
But she's
You
not
are
doing things
attracted
that
to
you
her,
like.
but for some reason, there's just no sexual.
Yeah, but I don't see how you can be attracted to someone, not be
Chemistry.
sexually attracted to
It's
them.
true.
You know?
Attraction is
No,
different.
but your sexual chemistry could just be off.
Like, I could be attracted to Mark's looks. I could be like, oh, he's like handsome. Oh, great on the outside and everything. And then
Like he sees a football. Yeah.
I might be like, oh, but I've had that with
Come on.
someone.
Come on.
I like the image of him and
Come on,
everything.
dog.
and I
Yeah,
was
but
like,
when you're
he's in the
physically
eye,
attracted to someone, isn't that kind of natural? You want
but-
to.
Nah.
You would think that.
Because you-
I've
And
not
it surprised
experienced
me.
someone that I've
You would
been
be
attracted to, and
you
I've
would
It
not
be
surprised
sexually
me.
attracted to them.
Like, I thought there was something wrong with me.
Yeah,
Maybe
like,
there
why is
was.
it-
How do you know there wasn't?
No,
Must
there
be
wasn't.
nice,
How you
Philippa.
know?
Wow.
Because my teams are working. It just didn't feel great.
It's alright, actually.
It's just like, okay, I'm doing it, but it's not.
Yeah, it didn't feel great. I've had great sex, and I know what that feels like, and it didn't feel even close to that.
I'm doing it.
Yes, I did.
It's not doing it.
Maybe she wasn't attracted to you, so maybe she didn't want to put effort into whatever it was happening in the bedroom.
I have no idea about the sexual
Maybe
chemistry.
you
With
felt that vibe from her. So that's
We were
what
trying.
meant.
Been there.
So then you just called it a day.
no, we were together for a while.
You were actually in a relationship, or what?
Yeah, but it was the sex
He
wasn't.
believed.
Oh, was it good in the beginning and then it got worse?
It just
Never good. That was.
it just was.
It was never ever good.
I wouldn't say not good, but it just wasn't A1. It wasn't.
It wasn't like amazing.
It didn't make you growl.
Maybe we
No.
would have got there eventually.
Well, that's why I was jamming, but I didn't get it. I said that's why I was jamming.
If you're not growling,
Yeah, if I'm not. What? I can.
Well, that's a shame, man.
It happens though. I don't want it to happen to no one, but it does
It
happen.
does happen. Yeah.
Yeah, but would you just not get in a relationship anyway if you're not sexually attracted?
Yeah, but if
I think if they tick all the other boxes and you just kind
you try and give it a go
assume
still.
or you think,
wanna
or
give
you.
it-
Yeah, but that's an important intimacy is an important part of a relationship.
Oh hell yeah.
If you don't have that,
Sometimes
why
the
would you
intimacy-
bother getting into the
Obviously, I
relationship?
don't know,
Yeah, but you
sometimes
don't
intimacy
like.
can be
Sometimes you get in a
as well.
relationship without having sex straight away.
Yeah.
You said that to Philippa, and Philippa was like, "What, really?"
y'all do that?
Wait,
People do that.
what?
No, I know that, but
You ain't test out the goods.
I don't think I've ever called anyone my
no,
boyfriend
because
without
people.
having
No,
sex
I
with
get
them
people.
I was
do
I was I was young. I was young.
When I was little, sorry, I
That
tell a lie. My
pause
first
was
boyfriend.
funny.
I was young, man.
Next to that to think. Oh,
And sometimes when you have sex with someone that you really like, it's very nervy. So obviously the first couple of times I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I was just off, or maybe
Christians do that, I guess.
True.
But then they work together to make it better.
you would hope so.
Maybe it's because obviously, if two people that never had sex before got together, then they would
like
figure
two-
out together
They need to figure
how
out.
to like it.
Sex
you
would just
know?
basically still do
Obviously,
like,
if you've had
everything
sex
about
and then
it,
she hasn't,
Final
and obviously then you're gonna think, oh, this is boring because
Final test.
you've got something to
Final
compare
boss.
it to. So maybe that was why. Maybe she.
Imagine, like,
Has
you've
sex
got a relationship and you
Yes.
know, physical, and it wasn't everything that you
And
imagined.
so did I. So I knew what was great, and I knew what was.
In that
What was
sense,
bad.
I might
Yeah.
have fallen for it by now, so I would have just probably been like, it's not great. I want to work on it because I really like everything about it.
But then sometimes it's
I
about
want to give that a try.
it's about your love languages and how you connect on an intimate level as well. Like she may be a very like, I don't know, keep it to herself type of person, may not want to pounce you or nothing like that or make a move on you. And you're always the one who has to do that. So sometimes that can get boring. For me, that gets
I
boring.
think we spoke about this before.
Yeah, but then maybe
always
you
make the
have
first move.
to.
She has to be comfortable around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do
Make
that.
the first move.
I've been like that before.
But some men, they want to make the first
Yes,
move.
men.
They
I don't mind making the first move.
But you don't want to do it all the time.
No, hell no.
Sometimes
It gets boring.
Men don't
Put it on me.
Won't get the chance maybe because sometimes like you're in
Yes.
there.
I think most
Sit on
times
me.
Women don't get
Whip it out.
Yeah.
the chance to do that, or women
Walk up to me and
don't
start
get the
doing that.
chance to take lead. 'Cause
Yeah.
the man's always the one taking lead. It's not that you didn't want to.
It's like
It's
it
not
comes
getting-
in,
Grot 2000.
Get the opportunity. Yeah.
tie up her hair, right, and then start making a move. It
Let's hear a
happens
word. Let's hear a
though.
word. Just-
Don't say what.
Just
And
look
you're
at
gonna sit in the lap.
I think when I was younger as well, for majority of the time through whatever relationships I was in, I was always the person that hadn't made the first move. It wasn't because I was scared to or anything like that. It was literally, as we was just saying, sometimes the guys don't give you a chance to, and it's just because you fall into that pattern of talking, and then you be like, "Hi, you kiss them," and then you probably haven't said
He's
it.
horny like 24/7. It's
I don't
pounce.
think I've ever made the first move.
I have now.
Oh right, you got that, yeah.
Must be nice.
Must be nice.
Wow.
It's the way she says it. I don't think I ever made the first move. What's that?
To, but I think
So you never gone to like kiss them randomly, like just
yeah, but
that's a move.
Don't mean like the first move to move them sexually, because the first move
Okay.
could be I can start kissing you.
All eyes on
and
Phil.
I stand up, so-
All eyes on Phil. She's like, what? What now?
She's having thoughts and she's like, oh, well,
yeah, but I think majority of the time they probably would have kissed me first, and then I would have.
Oh, jeez. This one's just got it all, isn't it?
it's true though.
No,
That's
but
what it's
I
been
am
like.
naturally a more reserved,
person.
shyer person. So I think, and most times maybe men that I've dated or seen in the past or exes,
Picked up.
they know that, so they would make the first move anyway because
Yeah.
they probably know that I'm not going to.
But
Not
have you
that
been?
I'm not going to.
Or
Okay.
it's
But they
take
all
longer.
and
They beat you to it.
Yeah, and I've also been with dated or seen or whatever you want to call it, guys that probably are a bit more what's the word? I like
Dominant, male.
dominant people
Forwards?
and maybe more. Is masculine the right word? To say? I don't want to say.
Not in these day and age.
I don't know what. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't get what you mean.
Maybe
Masculine anymore.
dominant.
Male dominant, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
More
I guess
domineering.
yeah. So they like that. They they like it for their ego. I don't know, but they like to be more.
But I like my ego stroked though. Sit on me. Do something. Wait, what? I didn't mean that in a second. You know.
It couldn't be taken anywhere else, man.
Kiss my neck or something. Do something sometimes, man. Yeah, I love
That's
a good
nice though,
a
like,
neck
obviously
kiss.
Yeah, that is
When
nice
you
too.
come home and
Yeah, I mean,
you're
I
just
think-
sitting there and your man's not even looking at you, doing something else.
Yeah, it's just me like, oh girl, shit.
You're like, oh, straight there. And he's like, oh.
And then she just sees your nature just rise. Like,
And he's like, oh, be careful, you know.
Oh my god.
don't start shit, girl.
That's how you know your old nature.
Girl,
man.
if you
That's
gonna
how
start
know
something, you
your
better
old-
be able to finish.
Man, don't start shit.
My nature,
Don't
right.
start shit,
Oh,
girl.
my lord.
Play with me.
You may be watching your program, baby. Come on, baby. Come on.
Play with
Oh, she got my neck. Oh.
Oh my god, we're not going to spend the rest of this time doing this, ladies and gentlemen. Cha, call it.
Yeah, call it.
Spending the next 5 minutes going, ooh. Anybody got time for that?
Yeah, so anyways, basically.
It's too hot for foolishness.
This has been the Different Strokes podcast.
I think we talked about 4 things, but we just stretched it out for like.
We had a great chat. We should have Mr. RAW back next weekalings. And basically,
I like it without Reese.
Shoot his chair.
Why?
I feel like we could have a conversation. No one's raising their voice. You see how we all took turns, like getting our points across. I think when Reese is here, he's just over talking over all of
Reese
us.
interrupts
you know?
and talks over everybody. That's what she
And
says.
yeah, I like this environment.
This-
I'll come back again when he's not.
Between the ribs, girl, between the ribs.
Right in the rib cage
I'm joking.
and twist it.
I'm joking.
But yes, you can find, as Uncle says, everyone and all of their socials in the DSP descriptions. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok. We'll be putting that out a lot more on our socials as well.
Yubi Chubi.
Yes. will be out on YouTube with some more visuals. Sorry about last week. We had some technical difficulties. But yes, back next week.
Like, subscribe, and all of that stuff. Thank you, and shout out to everyone who listens and interact with us. As always, we love it. We appreciate it.
We love ya. Peace and elbow grease and all them things there.
We appreciate it.